There's one thing almost every human secretly wants: to feel wanted. Not rich, not famous, not perfect, just wanted. Think about it. One simple text message saying, "Where are you? We're waiting for you," can instantly improve your mood. Suddenly you feel important. But when nobody notices your absence, your brain starts creating sad emotional stories. Humans love pretending they don't care what others think, but the moment someone leaves them on read for a few hours, they suddenly become overthinking experts. Maybe I'm annoying. Maybe they're upset. Maybe I should disappear forever. Meanwhile, the other person was probably just asleep. Human beings are emotional and dramatic in ways we rarely admit. The reason this happens goes much deeper than social media or texting. Thousands of years ago, humans survived in tribes, and being rejected by the group could literally mean death. So our brains evolved with a strong emotional need for connection and belonging. Deep down, the human mind constantly asks one question: do people still want me around? That fear never disappeared, it only changed forms. Today, instead of tribes, we have group chats. Instead of campfires, we have Instagram stories. And instead of hunting animals, we hunt attention, replies, and validation from people around us. That's why tiny actions affect us so much emotionally. Someone remembering your favorite snack, saving you a seat, or sending you a random meme because "this reminded me of you" can feel weirdly powerful. These small things tell us something important. I noticed you. And honestly, being noticed is one of the most emotional experiences for human beings. Even compliments stay in our memories longer than they should. Someone could randomly say, "Your voice sounds calming," and suddenly you'll remember that moment for the next 5 years. Humans don't just want attention, they want proof that they matter to someone. This is also why loneliness hurts so deeply, and real loneliness isn't always being physically alone. Some people are surrounded by friends and still feel invisible. Because emotional loneliness happens when you feel like nobody truly sees you or cares if you disappear for a while. Social media made this even more complicated. Now people measure their value using likes, followers, and views. One viral post can make someone feel loved by the world, while one ignored post can make them question their self-worth. Humans were emotionally unprepared for the internet, completely unprepared. Relationships work the same way. Most people don't actually need expensive gifts or grand gestures all the time. What they really want is effort, attention. Someone saying, "I thought about you today." That simple sentence can heal people more than money ever could, because attention feels like emotional proof, proof that someone sees you, values you, and chooses you. And when humans stop feeling wanted, they slowly change. Some become quieter, some become desperate for attention, some pretend they don't care at all, which is honestly one of the funniest human behaviors ever. People will literally say, "I don't need anyone," and then spend the entire night overthinking why somebody replied with a dry, "okay." Humans are emotional detectives. We analyze tiny details like professional investigators. One less emoji, suspicious, shorter reply, emotional damage, seen message with no response. Absolute chaos. Meanwhile, the other person is just hungry or busy. But this emotional sensitivity exists because rejection affects the brain very deeply. Studies even show emotional rejection activates the same brain areas connected to physical pain. That's why heartbreak can destroy sleep, appetite, and peace of mind. Suddenly, people start listening to sad music while staring out car windows like they're the main character in an emotional movie. But wanting to feel wanted is not weakness, it's part of being human. The real problem begins when people depend entirely on others for their self-worth. Because outside attention is unpredictable. Some days people praise you, some days they ignore you, some days they forget to reply for 3 business weeks. Life is inconsistent. That's why emotionally strong people eventually learn something important. Being wanted feels beautiful, But learning to value yourself matters even more, because your worth doesn't disappear just because nobody talks about it for a while. Still, deep down, every human being wants to hear certain words. I'm glad you're here. Because in a world where everyone is pretending to be strong, independent, and emotionally untouchable, the truth is actually very simple. People just want to feel chosen,